in this edition of RPP News. An inquiry into a shortage of GPs, alarming domestic violence figures for the peninsula, and our street art strikes gold. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. 2 local men have been charged following a drive-by shooting in Mornington last year. A 29-year-old tired man has been charged with reckless conduct endangering persons, theft of a car and numerous other charges. A 46-year-old Mornington man was charged with possessing a drug of dependence. The charges follow a drive-by shooting in Illawarra Street in Mornington on the afternoon of Christmas last year. Items seized during the arrest included a loaded firearm, a commercial quantity of suspected methamphetamine, a trafficable amount of cocaine and a significant quantity of cash. The tired man has been remanded to appear before Melbourne Magistrates Court in June. Reported incidents of domestic violence on the peninsula are double the average rate of other Victorian local government areas. The Shire's Gender Equality Representative, Councillor Sarah Race, is bringing attention to this issue and says a lack of emergency accommodation on the peninsula is making the problem worse.
We've got no crisis accommodation on the Mornington Peninsula for women wanting to flee domestic violence situations. And that, to me, is one of the most upsetting and tragic things that I've learnt, because where are our women going? Or they're having to stay either with their abusers, or they're ending up couch surfing, or they're living in their cars. They're becoming homeless. Like 75% of all homelessness for females is related to domestic violence, and that's not good enough. So I'm really starting to bang the drum on those issues.
There is a shortage of general practitioners in Victoria, and Frankston and the Peninsula are no exception. A public hearing by a Senate inquiry into the provision of GPs was held in Frankston this week, and Dunkley MP Peter Murphy used the hearing to highlight a lack of medical services in her electorate.
They've lost so many doctors, they only have one. And Mandy from the clinic gave evidence today to say that she gets calls from people who say to her, I can't get an appointment in Carrum Downs and I've called 5 different clinics.
Simon Spalding, co-owner of the Balnarring Medical Centre, attended the hearing. He told RPP a solution to the shortage has been recruiting GPs from the UK, but this has come with its own challenges.
It takes about 9 or 10 months just to get them to the point where they can come out here. And then the most infuriating thing is that once they get out here, everything's pre-approved. They've been sort of vetted by the RACGP for their qualifications. They've got their provisional registration or from APRA. They've got a special visa to come over here. They get here and it takes another up to 3 months to get a provider number so they can work.
Frankston is celebrating after its street art tour won gold at the 2021 Australian Street Art Awards last week. Competition judges said that the city had been doubly clever in first hosting the Big Picture Fest that created the 40 murals, and secondly leveraging a legacy of street art through the tours, calling it a world-class example of how street art can generate civic pride while also bolstering the local economy through tourism. You can check out the Street Art Tour during the city's Big Picture Fest this coming week from the 14th to the 20th of March, when tours will be free and another 10 murals will be added to the collection. The Mornington Peninsula branch of the Disabled Surfers Association is gearing up for its 10th anniversary. They're inviting would-be surfers, new and old, to come down to Point Leo next Saturday the 19th of March to join in the celebrations. Initially set up for injured surfers, the DSA has widened its target group to cater to all disabilities and anyone willing to have a go. The celebrations are an opportunity for the DSA to thank their supporters and sponsors who have helped them with their aim to put smiles on dials. For surfers and volunteers, no experience is necessary, but pre-registration is required. Go to the DSA website for details. And next Saturday is also the annual Wominjikal Balnarring Ningaji Festival. Set on Balnarring Beach, the festival is an opportunity for First Peoples to share and celebrate their talents and knowledge, and offers a chance to learn with First Peoples about caring for the land, waterways, plants and animals. Entry from 10 a.m. is by gold coin donation, and all day long there will be entertainment, food stalls, craft stalls, cultural workshops and children's activities. Come along and celebrate Bunurong Bunurong culture with our community. After the break, we cross to Nicola with the coming week's weather report.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks. But there's another big bank snapping at their heels. It's been around for over 160 years, has 1.9 million customers nationwide who bank in branch, online or with their mobile app, and is regularly voted one of Australia's most trusted brands. Who is this bank that has everyone's attention? Welcome to Bendigo Bank, the better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
From Patricia at St Andrews last week to the centre of Frankston this week. Hello, I'm Nicola and welcome to this week's RPP Mornington Peninsula 7-day weather report. Well, today, as you can see, has been a wonderfully sunny day. Although the mornings have been quite chilly, autumn is definitely upon us. So does that mean the warm weather is done? Well, let's dive in and break it down. Today, Friday, the 11th of March, brought us a partly cloudy, warm day. We reached a top of 21 with a low of 10. Fire danger is down to low, moderate, but please continue to remain vigilant. The UV index for the rest of the week is predicted to remain very high, so please take precautions. Saturday sees another mostly sunny day with some cloud cover. We should see a high of 22 and a low of 13. Sunday sees another partly cloudy day with a 30% chance of rain across the peninsula. We should see a high of 26 and a low of 14. Monday remains mostly sunny with a 10% chance of rain, bringing an expected high of 25 and a low of 16. Tuesday brings us another partly warm day with a 30% chance across the peninsula. We should reach a high of 26 and a low of 17. Wednesday sees much the same as Tuesday, overcast, possibly light rain but warm. Expect a high of 25 and a low of 16. Thursday sees a very overcast day with a 40% chance of rain across the peninsula. We should see another warm day, a top of 26 and another low of 17. And lastly, next Friday will be a very wet, cloudy day with a 66% chance of rain. We should reach a high of 26 and a low of 16. Well, that's all for this week. Don't forget to pop down to Frankston. It is accessible from the city for a day trip or a spontaneous escape to the beach. Frankston is growing and thriving, so now is a great time to reacquaint yourself with all of its charms. And don't forget, it is the gateway to the peninsula. As always, I wish you all the very best week, and remember to take good care of yourselves and of each other.
And now to our surf guru, Muzz, with the Surf Report.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Mornington Peninsula Surf Report. Bit late, better late than never though. Week in front of us, we probably make it a couple of short days. Sunday looks reasonable, like we're pitching up from last time to get a north-east for most of the day, and a reasonable beach day, hopefully. Fingers crossed we can be cloudy a bit on the weekend, but that's how it goes, but it's looking the best it's been for at least a week. Also, Wednesday, Thursday next week, we've got a nice bit of luxury at the R, and it's not going to be much swell, but it's going to be on the beach. It's probably 2 to 3 foot rain, maybe a bit bigger on the Wednesday and the Thursday, but sort of pushing up and nice and have a couple of days of that. Can't wait for the southeastern time to disappear. It's been going there for 3 months, which is very unusual, and we've had a pretty good summer weather-wise. We'll get better than that, so hopefully we'll get the weather this weekend. Sunday will be a good day. Autumn's here, it's going to start getting colder and so conditions will get better. There's one thing about that, you know it's going to get better. Enjoy your weekend.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.